Imagine being forced to fight to the death with 456 other people, playing a series of kids' games where if you lose, you die. Against all odds, you end up winning the game and your country's equivalent of $30 million. And when you get out, instead of enjoying your money, you become obsessed with the people that run the game and try to hunt them down. Imagine winning all that money to save your sick mother and estranged daughter, only to find out that your mother is dead and your daughter has moved to the US with a family that doesn't want anything to do with you. You could maybe reach out to your daughter to see her, but you're so riddled with PTSD and unworthiness that you feel like you're a monster and she's better off without you. That is Gi-hun, player 456 of the 2020 Squid Games reality. He's a hero fighting to end the games, but he's kind of a bad dad. The hotel's not for sale, the gangster says. He smokes a cigar with a girl half his age sitting on his lap, fussing with his hair. Please. I can pay double the land's value. I saw the financials of that place. You're not making anything. Sell it to me.
It's not for sale. If I wanted to sell it to somebody, I would give it to one of those land developers 5 years back. I like the place.
He slaps the girl's butt.
It's fun for when I need to get away.
Gi-hun runs his hand through his bright red hair. Why did he dye it again? Please, I want to fix the place up. Breathe some life into it. I think that area needs a love hotel, but I'm not going to make any money off of it. It's just a passion project.
Enough. I don't know what kind of crypto organ blood drinking you did to get your money, but it's obviously new. Let me give you some advice.
He pulls out a gold-plated gun and puts it on the table.
When the customer pulls the gun out, it's time to stop negotiating.
He has no choice. He had a cover story, but he has to be honest. He takes out the calling card of the Squid Game with a circle, a triangle, and a square on it. Look, what if I told you a group of elites are kidnapping poor people and forcing them to play in children's games for their own amusement, offering them a cash prize of 45.6 billion won? What if I played in those games, I won the money, and I want to use it to take those games down? Gi-hun puts a briefcase onto the table. He opens it. 2 billion won are inside. Way more than the land is worth. The gangster leans forward.
I said no. Baby, wait.
The girl sitting on his lap speaks up.
Baby, I'm doing business, please. Not now.
No, baby. What that man is saying is true. My sister got a card just like that before she disappeared.
The gangster raises an eyebrow.
So what? All sorts of nasty schemes in the world. Why should it concern me?
The girl whispers in his ear, loud enough for Gi-hun to hear. Because if you don't let him buy the hotel, I'm going to tell the whole world what a small little shrimp you have. The gangster flushes red. Gi-hun stifles a laugh. Please, the building is old anyway. You're the only one I can buy it from. The gangster strokes his chin.
Please, baby. Maybe he can find out what happened to my sister.
He sighs.
Fine.
The hotel is worse than Gi-hun expected. The linens, electricity, and plumbing are fine, but the place is covered in dust and rats. It hasn't been used in a few years. No matter. He needs a place to plan, and this place is as good as any. His phone buzzes. That's odd. The goons he hired aren't supposed to contact him until tomorrow. Oh no. It's Ga-yeong. I got another A on my science test today, Dad. Mom is mad you didn't come to visit me last month, but that's okay. I don't mind. I miss you. Gi-hun's eyes fill with tears. He remembers why he dyed his hair. All those people died. Sae-byeok, Sang-woo, Ali. All of them died without ever seeing their families again. And Gi-hun can. He looks at the card in his hands. He has to make them pay, but he could fail. He could die. Could he really do that without seeing Ga-yeong again? Gi-hun buys the flight without thinking. It's so much money, but it's nothing compared to what he has. He tries not to think that the flight costs 0.076 of a human life in the games. He gets up to the old hotel's bathroom and puts a buzzer to his hair. He should cut it. It looks dirty. But red is her favorite color. He's back in the games. On the glass bridge. But instead of going towards a goal at the end, he's going towards a girl standing in the middle of the bridge. Ga-yeong, standing on the glass, facing him. Daddy, the time's running out. The glass explodes, cutting Gi-hun's face, sending Ga-yeong falling to the ground. As she falls, she whispers, Daddy, don't let me die. Please. Don't let me die like her. And she hits the ground, her body transforming into Sae-byeok's lifeless body, the girl that Gi-hun promised to protect and couldn't. Don't let me die like her. Gi-hun wakes up screaming. The other passengers in first class give him some weird looks, but he plays it off. Sorry. We are beginning our descent into Boston, Massachusetts. Please ensure that your seats are upright and your seatbelt is fastened. The nightmares have never stopped. Gi-hun thinks having nightmares and being alive is a small price to pay for winning the games, but still, he feels like he hasn't slept. He tries not to feel guilty about being away from Seoul, about what he has to do. The plane lands and he gets a taxi to Ga-yeong's school. There's so much green in America, all the trees and woods and flat land. It's so different from Seoul. The taxi pulls up in front of the school and Gi-hun checks his watch. 12:07, recess time. You sure you want to go out here, mister? The cabbie asks. Yes, thank you. Gi-hun's English is terrible, but it's close enough. He overpays the cabbie and gets out, looking at the gray and glass school building surrounded by trees. For a second, Gi-hun thinks he came to the wrong place, and then he sees her. Green light. His stomach drops. Red light. She runs with the other kids, playing red light, green light. The same game that he played when he... Oh no. He remembers when he played the game. There were two guys that ran ahead of the others right at the beginning. Before they knew they were playing a game of life and death. They were laughing. They were having fun. Just like Ga-yeong. Gi-hun had tripped over their bloody arm 2 minutes later. Red light. It's all too much. Gi-hun pictures his friends' faces. Everyone that died thinking it wouldn't be them. They wouldn't be the one that died. They would be the winner. They would bring their money home to their families. But that's not true. Gi-hun won. Ga-yeong sees him. He pictures what would happen to her if she were older and didn't have a job. Would they approach her? Would she die? How many people's daughters have died in that game? How many people's daughters died so he could live? Gi-hun kneels down and throws up in the bushes near a fence, hiding behind them, hoping that Ga-yeong didn't see him. He shouldn't have come here. I should stay away from her, he says to himself. He starts stumbling towards the road. He can walk to a train station or something. He has to get away from her. He's a monster. He lived so all those other sons and daughters could die. Daddy? Ga-yeong runs up to the fence. She smiles, and Gi-hun can't stop himself from going to her, even if he's a monster, because he loves her. Ga-yeong! He runs up to her and tries to hug her through the fence. Dad, you can't hug me like that. It's physically impossible. Wow, you're so big and so smart. He puts his hands on Ga-yeong's head. Are you taking steroids? She laughs. No, she smiles. Where were you, Dad? My other dad says you were human trafficked. No, I just had to go away for a while. But I'm back. Are you going to go over to Mom's house after school? She asks. Her eyes are sparkling, the same way Gi-hun's eyes sparkled whenever he saw his dad. His dad wasn't around much, always working odd jobs. His mom hated him. But Gi-hun loved his dad. Oh God, is he the same as his father? Screw the game, Gi-hun thinks. I'm not going to be my father. I'm going to move here and take care of Ga-yeong. The kids line up to go back inside. Gi-hun looks up and Ga-yeong's teacher. He's Korean and he's staring at them like he knows something. Gi-hun's skin crawls. Chills drip down his body. He's with them, he thinks. He's been watching Ga-yeong this whole time. Yes, sweetie. Go back inside your class now. You don't want to be late. Okay, Dad? She kisses him on the cheek through the fence and runs back to be with her other kids. Bye-bye. Gi-hun waves. Ga-yeong's teacher's eyes never leave Gi-hun's. He smiles a knowing smile. We've got her, his eyes seem to say. You really think you can beat us? Forget it. You and your family are our property now. Gi-hun grits his teeth. He watches Ga-yeong disappear into the school. He wants to stay, to be the father she deserves. But that look in the teacher's eyes, that look tells him Ga-yeong will never be safe as long as the games exist. Gi-hun locks eyes with the teacher. He usually hides his pain, his hatred, but now he lets it all pour out. Your days are numbered, Gi-hun says, even though it's too far away for the teacher to hear. I will end these games. I will end you. No more dead kids. The teacher closes the door, still watching him. Gi-hun takes the first step away from the school. He takes another step, then another. He starts running, not away from the teacher or his daughter, but towards something, towards a war he has to win, no matter what. I'm not my father, am I? Gi-hun thinks. He hopes Ga-yeong will forgive him. Thanks for watching. Bye.